story on ABC News Breakfast today. Police in New South Wales are scouring bushland in the state's north for a man accused of shooting a senior constable. Malcolm Naden has been wanted for the murder of his cousin near Dubbo and has been on the run for 6 years.
The officer was shot when police swooped on a campsite east of Tamworth yesterday. The policeman was later released from hospital. New South Wales Police Commissioner Andrew Scipione has warned the public not to approach the fugitive.
As a force, we're throwing all that we can, and that's in terms of resources and people, behind the search for this particularly violent offender. My warning and the message that I would like to convey to the community is that I need them now to be vigilant, certainly in and around the area that we're talking about, and to report any possible sighting of this particular offender to police on 000. Do not approach him. He is armed and he is dangerous, and at this stage, if they were to see anything that is suspicious or anyone that is out of place, they are to contact the police on 000.
New South Wales Police Chief Andrew Scipione there. For more, our reporter Nick Dole joins us now from Sydney. Nick, good morning. So look, take us through what police are saying happened yesterday.
Good morning, Virginia. Police said yesterday, acting on a tip-off, they went to a campsite near Nowendock, which is to the east of Tamworth in New South Wales. They said they had information to believe that Malcolm Naden was staying at a campsite there. They say Malcolm Naden never puts his head down in the one place twice. So he said this was, the Police Commissioner Andrew Scipione said this was one chance to get him. They swooped on the area, they had police surrounding him, and then one officer was shot. Now, even though they're claiming they certainly believe this is Malcolm Naden, no one actually cited him at all. So they are assuming that Malcolm Naden, this fugitive, has shot police, although they've got actually no concrete grounds to say it certainly was him.
Well, that policeman, as you mentioned earlier, has now been released from hospital, but the police dragnet must be closing or attempting to close on him. How many police officers are out there looking for him now?
Well, the Police Commissioner was asked for specifics and he wouldn't give them. He said giving that sort of information out may give Malcolm Naden an edge, but you'd certainly have to think they would be throwing everything at them. They'll certainly be moving in resources from other areas in New South Wales. The State Protection Group was already up there. One of its officers was the one who was shot, and certainly they'll be moving in aerial resources as well. The weather in New South Wales isn't particularly good, so that could potentially impede the search efforts today. But you'd certainly think an extensive ground and air search will be taking place. They've already been searching throughout the night, and at first light they'll get another shot. One thing about Malcolm Naden is, though, that they say he tends to move at night and lie very low during the day, so the daytime may be a more difficult time to catch him.
Tell us a bit more about Malcolm Naden. Who is this man, particularly for those who live outside of New South Wales?
That's right. Well, look, he's a fugitive. He's considered by New South Wales authorities as their #1 man, the person they've been looking for 6 years now. He's been on the run. He's wanted for the suspected murder of his cousin, Letitia Nolan, in Dubbo, and also the murder of Christy Scholes, which occurred about 6 months later. Now, police have been hunting him all this time. He's been spotted, or there have been reports of him at many places throughout New South Wales. This was the one chance police had, they thought, to get a really good shot at him. He's managed to evade them yet again. They say he's an experienced bushman and, yeah, as I say, he moves under the cover of darkness and he knows how to use the land to his advantage. He's extremely skilled on the land, which is probably one of the reasons he's been able to evade officers for so long.
Nick Dole, thank you for that update this morning.
Thanks, Virginia.